I can't believe you can't smell them.
No, I really can't.
They smell awful. It's because I don't wear socks ever.
I really don't. Spray something on them.
No, it doesn't bother me.
Tragical.
I just got a whiff.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's going to get hot in here, too, because we have the air off.
Spray them.
With what?
Perfume.
They're just going to smell like feet and
Alcohol is
perfume.
going to cancel it out. Pour your wine on it. They smell like vinegar.
I can, like, light a candle.
Yeah, do that. Or your incense.
Oh, let's do incense, because those are right here. I don't have to go get them. What do you want?
Oh my god, you have so
Patchouli,
many.
sand.
Patchouli is my favorite.
Welcome to the Tragical program. This is your host, Melissa.
And this is Kat.
Anyways,
It was a little weird.
I called that show Dating on the Spectrum, and it's called Love on the Spectrum.
It is.
I made a boo-boo.
You did.
I feel like Dating on the Spectrum is a better name than Love on the Spectrum. Love puts a lot of pressure on them kids, man.
Yeah. I guess
Shouldn't be dating on the spectrum. It's still cute, though. Michael's still my hero. I've only watched like 3 episodes, though.
I was gonna say,
I've not watched any more episodes
I was going to say, yeah, we
I
haven't watched
ranted
it
and
since.
raved about it. I want to say congrats to our friend Juju and her now husband Pedro. They got married and they're so cute. And I know she listens. So Juju and Pedro, congratulations. This is our 18th episode.
Oh, our pod is old enough to vote.
Yeah, it can vote. Buy cigarettes.
Buy a lottery ticket.
Serve its country.
Yeah.
It's not going to do that.
No.
It's not.
It can make us some money by buying a lottery ticket, though.
Yeah, this podcast should win the lottery for us.
We need money.
This week,
We're going to tell you why.
the Muppets.
It's tragical.
How annoying was it when I said the Muppets?
It wasn't. Did you like my shimmy? You could hear it. Tragical.
So the movie opens up with the worst Muppet of ever, Walter. If you want to fight me on it, fight me on it. He's not a good Muppet. The end.
Yeah, he's kind of... I'm confused why he has a human family and he's the only Muppet in, like, his little town. Small town, I'm sorry. It's literally called Small Town.
And it's kind of like a montage of Walter's childhood with his brother Gary.
Yep.
Which is my grandpa's name, so I love that name. Hey, Grandpa.
Hi.
You never will listen to this podcast.
Please don't.
He wouldn't.
I'm pretty sure we told them not to.
He'd be like, that's not historically accurate. The railroads were invented in... Because that's Grandpa. Am I wrong?
Yeah. Yep. The only thing that I think is funny is when they're taking a school photo and there's, like, a little girl that just, like, stares at Walter because he's a Muppet, and it's weird. Like, it's weird that they just have a Muppet in their class. And she literally looks at him so hard in the school photo. And it's pretty... That's really the only memorable thing from the montage, if I'm being completely honest.
And then it shows them going to the fair. I don't know. How old would you say they are?
He's a Muppet. He looks the same throughout the whole thing. I don't know.
You have to gauge it off of how old Gary is.
I would say, like, middle school, like, 8th grade, maybe 9th grade.
Okay. I put 14.
Yeah.
So that's
Is that
accurate.
Is that... Okay, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 4 years minus 18, yeah. Okay, cool. That's just
Carry
how
the
old.
1 out of 3.
I don't do ages. Like, whenever you and D talk about, like, a year something came out, you're like, oh, yeah, I was in grade blah, blah, blah when I was blah, blah, blah years old. And I was like, I don't fucking know. I was 18 when I graduated. That's all I know.
Cat is not a math wizard.
No. Not at all.
But they go to the fair, and poor baby Walter can't ride anything.
Because he's a Muppet.
He's a fucking puppet, bro.
And he stopped growing. He never really grew, I guess. He's just been the same height the whole time because...
Yeah, was he a baby?
I was just about to ask that. SOS, was he a baby? Was there a baby Walter Muppet?
I'm going to say no.
That's kind of horrifying.
I didn't remember that.
No. They just showed them as, like, kids. They were, like, 5, I think, the first time they showed them.
Yeah. But then they go home, and what do they watch?
The Muppets.
And Walter is, like, jizzing his Muppet pants.
His Muppet pants. Yeah, he kind of, becomes very obsessed, is a mild word for, how he feels about the Muppets.
Obsessed is the nicest way to say it. He was Kermit for Halloween, and everybody laughed at it.
When he was, like, 18.
So now they're in their, I put 20s, but I'm pretty sure it's way more than that. They're like in their 30s during this movie, right?
Yeah, I would say,
early 30s.
Yeah, late 20s, early 30s. Also, it's weird that they're sharing a bedroom, and they're grown.
I've only ever shared a bedroom with one other human being, and that is Catherine, my roommate from Colorado. And our beds were literally touching because our room was so small. Oh no.
But yeah, so okay, they're in their like 30s, Gary and Walter, and they share a bedroom.
And matching PJs.
That's pretty cute.
It's lovely.
I like the matching PJs. They're like bananas and pajamas.
Walter, our buddy, has a weird hallucination that the Muppets come through the TV into their house.
It's a little
which was pretty trippy.
The Ring. It's very a little frightening.
Kermit's Samara.
Oh no.
Samara played by Kermit the Frog.
Wait, I would actually pay. Oh my god, can the Muppets do like a horror movie?
There's plenty of scary things already in the Muppets for me that we're gonna find out later. So.
There's lots of birds.
I don't like big things in costumes, but we're gonna.
That is accurate. You do
move on. First of all, the things I would do to fucking Jason Segel, man.
Yeah,
that is my type. Like
Jason Segel is 110% your type.
Over 6 foot, it needs to lose weight, is funny. Tall, fat, and funny. Hello,
Yeah.
my number is. And, yeah, so Gary and Mary, oh yeah, I put, it's their 10th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
And Gary invites Walter to come see the Muppet Studios when they go to LA for their romantic getaway.
Yeah, he kind of wasn't invited, and he was, like, upset that he wasn't... Well, he actually wasn't upset that he wasn't invited. And then Gary was like, hey, you can come with us and just go. First of all, I would not want anyone invited on my 10-year anniversary, let alone my Muppet brother.
Like, it's the last person I'm bringing on my anniversary is my Muppet brother. But guess what?
What?
It's song time.
Life's a happy song.
The songs are wonderful because the Muppets.
Every time they sing, I get emotional.
I just hate Amy Adams. Okay, I'm just gonna throw it out there now. Her eyes are watery, and I don't understand why.
I am an Amy Adams stan. I just genuinely love her. Do you know that last week when I was trying to decide a movie, I was deciding between 2 Amy Adams movies?
Oh, really?
That's really what my dilemma was because I wanted to do one, and then I was like, no, but Muppets, but then the other one, but then the Muppets. That was my dilemma last week.
Her hair is great, and I think she's a good actress, but her eyes are wet. I can't take it.
She sings so good, too.
No further comment. But Mary is I don't know what she teaches, shop? She's a shop teacher, which is really femme. I love it. Good for her. You go, sis.
It's very out there for 2011 when this movie came out.
Is that when it came out?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I graduated high school.
I'm just really jealous because Jason Segel, though. That's about it.
Yes, they make out sometimes.
I want to make out with Jason Segel. Is he single? Is he married? I should DM him.
Do it.
They go to LA.
On a bus.
On a bus. They must live pretty close by.
Yeah.
They took what are those buses that are like $5? Like, you took a mega bus. They took a mega bus.
Megabus. I don't think Megabus existed in 2011.
Oh, yeah, Megabus. That's like when Megabus was like in. Now
it?
Flights are so cheap because coronavirus. It's like Megabus is probably out of business, honestly.
That's sad.
You know what's going out of business? Airbnb. I'm really upset. Everybody just book an Airbnb in your town and save them. Just to have a long weekend at an Airbnb.
They really?
Yeah, they like filed for bankruptcy or whatever and like dissolved some of their bullshit and like other financial things I don't understand, even though I read an article about it.
That's kind of crazy.
I love Airbnb. I'll be so upset if it like goes under. I'm staying in Airbnb in like a month, so I'm saving them. I'm saving their business. Walter has on a Kermit the Frog shirt when they arrive. They go to the Muppet Studio first. I guess they were just trying to get out of the way.
Yeah, they literally get off the bus. Where's all their stuff? I don't.
Maybe the Megabus dropped it off at the hotel. I don't know.
I don't think the Megabus cares that much about their stuff.
But he's shaking and he's in his Kermit shirt and like, it made me so sad. Were you crying? 'Cause I was crying.
I told you I had a really bad mental health week when we watched this. I cried a lot during this.
That would be like if I met Gerard Way or something.
Honestly.
Just in a Gerard Way shirt, just shaking and crying, and just like how pathetic I would be. Like, that's how he is about Kermit.
Genuinely.
That's how Walter is about Kermit the Frog. He was shaking.
He was.
Walter breaks into Kermit the Frog's office on this tour.
Yeah, they go on the tour and like the dude kind of skips over everything. Like the tour guide kind of literally skips over every single thing in this entire place because everything is closed.
It's kind of dilapidated. Yeah, the Muppet Studio, I guess it hasn't been running for like 10 years or whatever. No idea how long. He's in Kermit's office, totally fangirling, but then he hears people coming, and so he hides Walter. Mm-hmm. And then, what are the old dudes' names? Statler and...
I wrote it down somewhere, but I'm going to be really honest with
Waldorf.
you.
Waldorf and Statler. Yes. They come in and they show this dude whose name is either Tex Richmond or Rich Texman. I wrote it every single way in my notes, so I'm not sure.
The first time he shows up, I wrote Evil Oil Conglomerate, ? And then it's Tex Richmond.
Okay. But he wants to buy the Muppet Studio because there's oil underneath it. The bear is really scary, and I love bears. That bear in that suit is literally like nightmare fuel for me.
I think it's his eyes. He has like soulless eyes, like they're dead eyes. Oh my god, the face you're making. I
can't think about it.
But yeah, so they mention a plot point in which they mention is a plot point. So they break the fourth wall, and they say that if the Muppets raise $10 million in 2 weeks, they can save the studio.
As the Muppets do.
Yeah.
They like to break that fourth wall.
They really kind of do that, don't they?
Yeah. And then, just because Mary and Gary are on their 10th anniversary doesn't mean that they can't go try to find Kermit's house and convince him to save the studio, because why not? But they find Kermit's house.
Yeah, it's pretty ostentatious.
Like, his face obvious. Is on the gate. Yeah. So
him and Miss Piggy.
You can tell it's him.
Yeah.
And they try to break in, and Jason Segel, or Gary.
We're really good at character names.
Tries to throw Walter over the fence, but it's an electrical fence, and it electrocutes poor Walter.
Who's a Muppet? Can he feel anything?
I think not physically, but maybe emotionally.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't know how to answer this question.
That's fair.
But then Kermit the Frog comes home.
Yeah, he does.
Anyway. And he's like, oh, you guys can come in if you want. And Walter is like freaking the fuck out at this point. He's talking to Kermit the Frog.
Would you not be like...
If I met Kermit the Frog?
Yeah.
Oh, I absolutely would be freaking out. Kermit the Frog is the cutest thing on planet Earth. And then,
our favorite character in this whole movie shows up. The 80s robot.
Like, his butler is 80s robot, and he's just saying random 80s saying, and at one point he said, gag me with a spoon, and like my childhood flooded back to me. Not that I'm an 80s child, but we totally said that in the 90s too, and I was losing it.
It was also so random when he said it. It wasn't even like a conversation. Gag me with a spoon. Grody to the max.
Grody to the max.
I love that.
80s robot is so cute.
I'm kind of obsessed.
I love him.
80s robot stan.
And so they, Mary and Gary and Walter are trying to explain to Kermit the plot point of this movie, that Tex Richmond is going to buy their contract out and destroy the Muppet Studios so that he can dig for oil. Dig? Do you dig for oil? Tunnel?
Yeah, I think it's...
Okay, I'm gonna go with dig. Okay, cool. It sounded weird when I said it.
It does sound weird.
Dig for oil.
Drill.
Oh, that's it. It's drill.
It's digging. It's just fast, spinny digging. And then Kermit sings.
I cry.
This was when I had my mental breakdown.
Oh my
god. I cried a lot during this movie. I was having a rough anxiety mental health week. And there was quite a few times during this that I quite literally broke down. And this was one of them. When Kermit sings, I emotionally cannot handle it.
When Kermit sings, the world stops. But
Yeah.
he's in his, like, painting hall, which is the thing when you're rich, I suppose.
Yeah.
And all the paintings come to life and start singing with him, and it's Swedish Chef and Animal, and I almost said Swedish Fish, and this podcast is canceled.
Not that.
Oh, now I really want Swedish Fish.
Are they vegan?
Do they have gelatin? I think they are vegan. Somebody look it up for us. We're not going
I'm pretty sure they are. But yeah, no, this whole time, Kermit is so sad. And it made me really, really sad. Like, just thinking about it, I really want to cry. I genuinely get sad.
He really wanted to get the gang back together.
Yeah.
But he knows that time has passed, you know?
Kermit.
I know, it's sad. So, Muppet. Kermit. just Muppet.
Muppet. Oh my god.
So Muppet comes back to the living room.
Oh no. Not just the Muppet, just Muppet.
Muppet. So Kermit goes back into the living room and he's like, sorry guys, it's not gonna happen. That time has passed or whatever. And then they're like, no, you have to. And then Kermit's kind of like, okay.
Yeah, he kind of just goes with it.
It happened so fast.
They go on like a little road trip.
They hit the road.
Yeah, and 80s Robot is driving, and he starts using dial-up to get the GPS working.
He uses his modem.
And it really brought back memories of trying to play like Brats online or like My Scene.
I was just about to say My Scene.
Oh my god, do you remember My Scene?
I was on My Scene for 100 hours a day.
Yeah. And then, like, I would be calling someone on the phone at, like, 9 o'clock at night, and then you would yell at me because I was calling someone and
you
can't
do that. Well, I'm on the internet.
Remember when that was a thing?
I would check my Neopets, because we would go, like, an hour on and off. Like, I would get an hour, you would get an hour. So I would check my Neopets first. I would feed them. I would spin the wheel. I would get my prize for the day. I would...
Feed them soup.
Give them, whatever soup or whatever berry I found. And I would, play as many mini games as I could. And then I would go on My Scene and just continually dress my Scene dolls.
Yeah.
On the interweb.
You also played RuneScape.
That was later, though. RuneScape was, like, middle school. I would play with my friends. Mm-hmm. It was like 5 or 6 of us.
I was telling someone the other day a story about how you used to, like, fake marry men on there and steal their stuff and then block them.
I don't think that's allowed anymore.
Probably not. I was literally telling someone I worked at the other day.
I was such a scammer. Who was I?
You do what you gotta do. If a boy is dumb enough to just marry some random girl on the internet.
I had mithril armor and I needed adamantal armor. You know what I'm saying?
I hate that I do.
You know what sucked, though? All my friends, they had advanced accounts or whatever, and mom and dad would not pay for a subscription.
I do remember that.
They hated me. They ruined my childhood.
We did have The Sims, though.
I know, but I wanted to play RuneScape with my buddies. And I couldn't go to places they could go because I wasn't, like, a cool member. I wasn't a paying member.
I used to play, like, those, like, RPG, like, anime games.
Remember Swords and Sandals? Good night.
No.
Swords and Sandals Gladiator?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Why did we play so many computer games? What a bunch of nerds.
Like this?
Okay, so anyway, now that we're done going down memory lane, my favorite part of the movie is coming up. So they're traveling by map to go pick everybody up. And 80s Robot is using his modem to locate people. And the first person he locates is Fozzie Bear. Mm-hmm. And he's in Reno. And he is playing in a theater.
I don't know if I would call it a theater.
He's playing in a...
It's kind of a casino.
Yeah, like a weird restaurant casino place. I don't know what the fuck it is, honestly. And it's Fozzie Bear and the Muppets!
Honestly, the best part of this whole movie.
And the Miss Piggy Muppet's name is Miss Poogy.
And then there's Kumit. This is one of the really good, because you know how they always have, like, crazy cameos.
Oh, yeah.
And Dave Grohl is Animal?
Yeah, he's supposed to be Animal.
Yeah. Animal.
He's probably Animal.
It's Dave Grohl. Oh, I love him. What a chicken nugget.
So, they asked to see him in his dressing room, which is an alleyway, and they hear gunfire.
It made me so sad.
I had flashbacks to Tampa. It was great.
Honestly.
Fozzie Bear is on board. He's like, get me the F out of here. There's gunfire.
And Miss Poogy.
Miss Poogie. Bro, honestly, Miss Poogie is my friggin' hero. I love her so much. She's such a bad bitch. I would die for Miss Poogie. So next up is
Gonzo.
Gonzo, and he is the richest plumbing magnate in the oil belt.
Like, is that a title to be proud of? I'm not really sure.
Yeah, plumbing's big, dude. People need it.
Yeah, I guess. So
he doesn't really want to go because he's rich and he sells a bunch of toilets.
Yeah, he like tells them, no thanks, bye.
Yeah, he's like, I'm actually rich. It's fine. But then Walter tells him that he loved his recitation of Hamlet. And he's like, I did used to say Hamlet shit. And so he's on deck.
Well, then the chicken is like, you need to go.
His chicken wife, yeah.
Yeah, so he rips off his suit and he's wearing his flying outfit underneath.
Oh, it's like a pink leotard.
Yeah, and he's got like a cape and everything.
It's pretty hot.
Jumps from the roof of his toilet company and then proceeds to blow it up.
Why does he blow it up?
I don't know. I mean, it's a good backup plan for when the Muppets don't. I don't know. I mean, even if you're still a Muppet, you can still sell toilets.
Why does he blow up his business?
Because it's Gonzo.
It was a little dramatic.
It?
I mean, yeah, I am. I'm sitting here questioning it. So next up is Animal.
Which is our mom's favorite Muppet.
My mom loves animals so much. It's redonkulous.
Yeah, she's an animal stan.
He is in a mental health retreat, and what are those called? His sponsor.
Mentor. Yeah, sponsor.
His sponsor is
Jack Black.
Jack Black.
Which is great. I mean, if you're gonna go to anger management and you need a sponsor, why not Jack Black?
Why not Jack Black?
Yeah.
And then Gary is trying to explain to Jack Black why they need Animal, and Jack Black punches him in the face.
Yeah, it's a little upsetting.
He punched my baby.
He did.
Jack Black is canceled now.
Yeah, sorry, Jack Black.
They get Animal.
Yeah.
He's along for the ride. He's not doing much. He's just in rehab. So 80s
then,
Robot suggests
a montage.
A montage.
And they pick up my personal favorite Muppet, which is Beaker.
I don't like Sweetums.
You don't.
I literally wrote
Mel is scared of Sweetums.
I'm so scared of him.
Do you not like when he like walks into the theater? Like
that's why I sit in the back always. Because in Muppet Vision 3D at Hollywood Studios, Sweetums comes out because he's looking for Bean, and I just sit in the back because I can't.
No, we're gonna sit in the front next time.
I can't confront my fears. I'm gonna scream at the top of my lungs.
No, you won't. It's
you don't know me.
Sweetums. Known you your whole life.
He's scary. I don't like mascot things.
I know you don't.
I don't like, some of them don't really bother me. Like, I don't know, like Big Bird is cool, or like, I don't know. Some of them just freak me out. The Ray's mascot. Raymond. That thing is scary. I don't like the Flyers, that orange thing with the spooky eyes.
Yeah, oh my god, what is his name? I remember when they came out with him.
I'm scared. I would literally cry if he tried to come near me. I'm not kidding. I would drop to the floor. I'd probably punch him.
So fun. I forget his name. What is his name? It's weird. He has a weird name.
I don't like things that are big in like suits that are like creepy.
What's his name? Stuff
is fine. I don't know why he doesn't bother me.
Stuff is
okay. Stuff the Magic Dragon. He's cool. I don't know what the criteria is. I just know that some big things in costumes I don't like and some don't bother me. Yeah, and they get everybody except Miss Piggy. And Kermit is trying to be like, we are not going to go get Miss Piggy. It's fine. Da, 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 da. But everyone's like, we need Miss Piggy. So they travel by map to Paris.
And
because it's faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they literally drive out of the ocean in their little car. And Fabio is just chilling on the beach. Which Melissa and I literally both went, was that Fabio?
You gotta have Fabio. Fabio on the beach.
It was pretty good.
So they go to her office.
And Emily Blunt is Miss Piggy's assistant.
Of course she is.
I literally am an Emily Blunt stan. I'm a stan of everyone in this movie, apparently.
Her RBF is is perfect.
She was made to play the bitchy assistant.
She's a bitch. Do you think she's like a big bitch in real life? I think she's like the sweetest angel.
I feel like she has to be the sweetest angel.
No, I like to think she's a bitch.
All right.
But she's like, oh, Miss Piggy's next appointment is in 24 months or something like that. And then they decide to deploy
Muppet Man,
which does freak me out.
It's a bit much.
They all get into a giant trench coat, like an Inspector Gadget trench coat.
Inspector Gadget.
They say they have an appointment, and Emily's like, oh, perfect, right this way.
Doesn't get a name, doesn't. And then it's funny because when Emily Blunt goes in and she's like, you have an appointment. She's like, I do.
Yeah.
I feel like they just always turn everyone away.
So they go in and the Muppet Man falls apart.
It's kind of horrifying.
And Kermit pops his little head out. And Miss Piggy go, ew.
Yeah, she gets really kind of pumped to see Kermit.
She tackles him and makes out with him. That's the only way I ever want to be greeted by my man ever again.
Honestly.
Do you like how I said my man?
Like we have, yeah, like either of us.
Oh my god, my man. Love him. Miss Piggy is like, we need to speak privately. And they take a stroll along a waterway in Paris. And Kermit has a black turtleneck.
Turtleneck! I love the fact that Kermit's wearing a black turtleneck. If I see the last thing I want to see before I die is Kermit in a turtleneck.
That's actually what Jesus looks like, is Kermit in a turtleneck.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I would agree with that.
So basically, Miss Piggy is like, I need you to tell me that you need me. And Kermit, being every man on earth, no, I'm kidding.
I mean...
He can't say it.
Yeah, she was like, you never actually wanted to marry me and make tadpoles. And he was like, no, I didn't.
He doesn't want tadpoles.
Just how would that
It wouldn't.
work?
I don't want to talk about it. It's weird.
The anatomy of pig frog babies.
Are they good?
Tadpoles with little curly cute tails?
It's not happening. That's what it is.
Pig ears and noses, but they're frogs.
I don't want to think about it.
I need someone to draw this up, please.
No, please.
Someone please draw what their children will look like. I'm literally begging.
Can't handle it.
No, I need to know.
So anyway, since Kermit won't tell Miss Piggy that he needs her because he's a fucking idiot,
yeah,
she stays in Paris. And the Muppets go on to LA to try to save their theater.
Yeah. So
without Miss Piggy.
Yeah. They go to pitch to networks. And they all say no. There's like 5 or 6 of them. And they're all like, nope.
Yeah. And then they go to one network. The network lady says, you guys are not popular anymore. This is what's popular now. And it's a show called Punch Teacher.
Oh, yeah.
And it's literally about students punching their teacher.
Yeah. It's aptly named. Yeah, I don't know.
And Ken Jeong is the host. Some random guy. Oh, no, it wasn't some random guy.
Some random guy.
I apologize.
I almost just punched you in your throat. Did you see me sit up?
I realized my mistake immediately. I'm sorry. Okay.
Childish Gambino, a.k.a. Donald Glover, walks into the room. I legit just sat up and almost strangled my sister, you guys. I don't think you understand my love for Donald Glover and the fact that she just called him some random man.
Okay, so Donald Glover comes in and informs the network head, who is, Rashida Jones, that, there's so many cameos in this movie, it's hard to keep up, that Punch Teacher has been canceled because the Teachers League or Association or whatever is suing the network. So they have a 2-hour slot tomorrow night.
Crazy.
They have to fill it.
Yeah.
And, the network head lady is like, all right, Muppets, you got your show, but you need a celebrity host.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
And it has to be someone relevant, obviously.
Yeah, it can't be,
Apparently Donald Glover is some random man, so it can't be him.
Oh my god, jeez. I'm never going to live that down.
I am very upset with you.
I literally put in my notes, I'm very excited about it. I love it. I love Donald Glover. I do.
Clearly not, because you called him some random man.
I immediately realized my mistake. Please
because I was legit going to punch you in your throat.
You literally got so rigid. I'm horrified. You've never been so scary ever.
I love him a lot. Okay, so
They have to go back to the theater to clean it up.
It's a, we built this city. It's a bop, and I feel like it works for a cleaning montage where they're all just, cleaning up the theater, and it's pretty cute. I really like when Swedish Chef takes a flamethrower to all the molded food that has faces in their old kitchen. That was
They basically
good.
kill Muppets. It's kind of scary.
Yeah, because they're, pretty much.
It's great. And then Kermit comes up to Walter because Walter's helping out, and he says, "Welcome aboard."
And Walter kind of loses his mind.
I mean, Walter's a Muppet now. He just became a Muppet.
Yeah,
He went
from being a puppet to being a Muppet.
Goals. The only goal as a puppet to become a Muppet instead.
Could you imagine?
No, I'm so happy for Walter, even though he's like the worst Muppet ever. And
so then Mary is like, "Hi, so don't forget that this is our anniversary trip, and I want to do some touristy stuff. Which, if you've ever been to Hollywood, don't.
You don't need to. You don't need to do it.
I liked LA.
I loved the Hello Kitty store.
Yeah, that's where how much money did I spend in there? It was ridiculous.
I think like $300.
I spent more money there than we did at entire Universal Hollywood on food and drinks and merch.
I don't even like Hello Kitty, and the Hello Kitty store was my favorite part.
Honestly.
If you just go to the Hello Kitty store and then leave, I think
perfect.
you're good. You did the Star Walk of Hollywood fame.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called. What's it called? The Walk of Fame? Hollywood Walk of Fame? Why does it sound so bad?
I don't know. But don't do that because it smells and it's awful.
Just
and also
urine everywhere.
Don't go to the Museum of Death. Because it was highly recommended. And when I say highly recommended, I'm not kidding when I say at least 30 people told me to do this thing. And I am not a squeamish person. I do not get grossed out very easily. I was very disturbed in the Museum of Death.
I've never been so petrified in my life, and I love
murder
death
shit.
And murder and it was just very not. I want to say I want to go back with like a more open mind, and all I do is listen to like murder podcasts and watch true crime, and for some reason that was like another level of scary to me. Yeah,
we had to go eat lots of pizza and alcohol after that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we went to the Elbow Room, which is like some of the best pizza I've ever had. I won't say the best, but some of the best pizza I ever had. And
it was the date next to us.
Me and Kat and our friend Michael. Hi, Michael. And at the table next to us was the two drunkest people on a Tinder date ever. Like literally a first Tinder date you've ever seen in your entire life. They were both blackout drunk. They were drunk when we got there, and they just kept ordering drinks.
The bar was giving them water, and they didn't even realize it was water. That's how drunk they were.
The girl was like eating her chicken wings, and then she was putting her chicken wings like in the, what was it? Like it was like a napkin dispenser. She thought it was like a disposal. So she was like eating her chicken wings and then putting the bones in the napkin.
They weren't even really eating the wings, and there was so much meat left on.
Oh my gosh. Like she got up to go to the bathroom at one point and like fell out of her chair, and he didn't even notice. He was so drunk he didn't notice her fall on the floor.
And they kept yelling at the bar because they were like, "We need more drinks." And they were like, "No, we literally cut you off over an hour ago." And they were like, "More drinks." But they had legit been cut off for 2 hours, and they just kept giving them water. And they kept thinking they were ordering more drinks. They probably threw up in the Uber.
They're probably dead.
Honestly,
they had alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was literally my favorite thing ever. Like, it was my favorite part of that trip. Like, we went to Disneyland and Universal Studios, traveled around LA and Hollywood and Burbank, and that was my favorite part.
Honestly, same.
Was that drunk date next to us.
That, and then the Hello Kitty store was peak for me.
The best.
That's all I need in my life.
It was seriously hilarious. I'll never forget.
It definitely made up for the Museum of Death.
I wonder where they are now.
Dead. They're dead. They're part of the Museum of Death now.
Their livers failed that day.
Genuinely.
It was beautiful. Hey, Kat.
Hey, what?
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
Our sponsor.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Mel, do you like cute earrings?
You know I do.
What about bucket hats?
Absolutely.
What about macrame and cute wall hangings?
Those are my favorite things.
You would absolutely love this really cute shop that I adore called Shop Sunshine Seekers. They make the most adorable handmade pom-pom earrings, Mickey bucket hats, and home decor.
That sounds so fun. fun.
And I have a code for free shipping for our listeners.
Kat, tell me that code.
The code is going to be Tragical. You can use it when you shop at shopsunshineseekers.com for free shipping on your order. And everyone should definitely give them a follow at Shop Sunshine Seekers on Instagram.
That code for free shipping is Tragical, Tragical. Linked in the comments below.
Whoop whoop.
Okay, so where were we?
So Mary wanted to do touristy stuff, and
Right.
Gary was like, no, I want to stay and help Walter because I'm a horrible boyfriend.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yep, that was it.
And then
End of movie.
the next day, guess who shows up?
Miss Piggy.
She says, you fools cannot do this without me.
Because they tried to replace her with Miss Poogy.
You can't replace Miss Piggy with Miss Poogie.
And Miss Piggy karate chops Miss Poogie.
Can we get another cat named Miss Poogie?
I never thought I would hear you say those words. We can name it whatever you want.
Let's go to the store now.
Okay.
The cat store.
The cat store. I mean, you know I will get another
It's
cat.
11:14 p.m. The cat store is closed.
On a Tuesday.
So yeah, Miss Piggy kicks that trash can out. So they do rehearsal, and it's really bad. I don't like the other tall things too in the rehearsal, the ones in the suits.
I don't know what those are called, yeah.
They freak me out too, though.
Those ones are a little...
They look like Slender Man.
I'll give it to you. Those ones are a little creepy.
They
Those
kind of
ones
freak me out.
Freak me out a little bit.
And they need drums to keep rhythm, but Jack Black tells Animal, because he's got like a little Jack Black on his shoulder, you can't drum. No drums.
No drums.
No drums. And
Anger
Animal just
management.
keeps yelling, no drums. So he can't help them keep rhythm.
Nope.
And then Kermit asks Walter to be in the show because he's a Muppet now. And Walter's like, well, I don't have a talent.
Same. Me
Which
too,
is
Walter.
true.
Me too,
Walter has no talent. And then cutscene.
And Mary goes and does a bunch of touristy stuff by herself and sings one of my personal favorite songs in this movie called Me Party. It's a bop. It is me when I have anxiety. I just want to be by myself and do stuff by myself, but also want to be surrounded by people, so it's really hard.
Me Party is the worst song.
No.
Amy Adams is the worst human.
No, she is not. Just because she has watery eyes doesn't mean she's a bad person. She's a wonderful human being.
Honestly, I be having me parties all the time, though, so I feel that.
Cutscene back to the theater.
They can't find a host.
No, they're doing really bad at that. And Veronica, the host lady, aka Rashida Jones, is like, you have 12 hours and you're going to get a celebrity host or this is done.
Yeah.
Kermit decides we should ask Tex Richmond if we can just have the studio back.
He's so polite. Kermit's so polite.
I know, he's the chickeniest chicken nugget in the whole entire world. Yeah, he very politely asks Tex Richmond. Tex Richmond raps. It was disturbing to say the least.
It was like a fever dream.
Yeah, it was kind of a lot. And then he just says no. No, you can't have your studio back.
Yeah.
Kind of a rip.
And then Miss Piggy calls them all freaks, and Kermit leaves all sad. After Tex Richmond, Rich Texman, whatever his name is, tells them that he's not just going to give them the studio back, Kermit's moping and being all upset. And then Miss Piggy decides she's going to take things into her own hands. So they go kidnap Jack Black so he can be their celebrity host. And then we cut scene to Gare Bear.
Yeah, Gary goes in to talk to Mary, and she's all upset because she's had her me party and she went out all on herself that day. And then she was like, are you ready for tonight? And he was like, sure, regular dinner. We're just gonna, order in. And she gets all sad. And she's like, you know what? Never mind. It's fine. So then Gary goes back to talk to Walter, and Walter's complaining about how he doesn't have a talent. And that's when Gary realizes that he forgot him and Mary's 10-year anniversary. Kind of the worst, Gary.
Yeah, Gare is the worst.
Yeah.
But then he kind of realizes that, him and Mary always joke that Walter's kind of their third wheel, but it kind of seems to me like Mary's the third wheel. And then Gary realizes, is he a man? Or is he a Muppet?
Honestly,
It's so fucking stupid. I love this song though, like so much.
Are you kidding? It's a cinematic masterpiece.
And there is a Jason Segel Muppet. Walter is played by, oh my gosh, what's his fucking name? Yeah, Jim Parsons.
Which is beyond perfect.
Yeah. And so they have like a white piano room scene where they're Muppets and then they're humans and they're playing the piano and it's like spinning around the room.
It's so good.
Oh my gosh. Muppet.
I'm literally crying.
I don't even know what the name of the song is. Man or a Muppet, Muppet or a Man. I'm sure it's something like that.
It's kind of a bop.
The best song. Whoever wrote that, I love you.
Yeah, we applaud you because thank you. Yeah, it's kind of great.
So Jason Segel / Gary decides he's a man, which is correct. So I'm glad
he's not a Muppet, in fact.
So he goes back to Mary in whatever small town. Smallsville was a TV show.
Yeah, it was. Wasn't it like Superman?
Sure, whatever you want it to be.
Wasn't it?
I don't know. I never watched it.
I never watched it either.
People loved it.
Yeah.
Not me.
Small town.
But anyway, the show must go on. And there's no audience at first.
No.
We're on, it is, I don't want to say opening night. It is the night of the telethon.
Yes.
There we go.
They have one person in the theater, which is Zach Galifianakis as
and he's
a
hobo. And he's got, like, hobo Muppets with him.
And a fire.
Which is fine. Everything's fine.
I love Zach Galifianakis.
And then they get the ball rolling, and they play the Muppets intro, and it's like... Like, as soon as it starts, I'm just
it's so good.
Just twerking on the couch, because it's the best.
We kind of were.
It's so good. So then, Whoopi and Selena Gomez and the kid from Modern Family show up to help.
I like how I
answer
didn't
phones.
Write down his name either.
I don't know his name.
I don't know.
He's not famous. Let's not play games here. He's no Whoopi or Selena. That's for sure. And then the Barbershop Quartet does Nirvana, which I mean...
It's literally Sam Eagle, Beaker, Rolf, and the pig dude. I don't like that pig dude.
I would call that telethon immediately and donate all my money.
All my money.
Like...
Here's the $12 in my bank account.
It's so good. And then Camilla and the Chickens slay a lovely rendition of Forget You by CeeLo Green.
Yep.
And at this point, Neil Patrick Harris and John
Krasinski. Yep, I knew you were gonna fuck that up. I knew it.
Not good with tongue twisters. Neil Patrick Harris and John Krasinski.
I
fucking nailed it.
Are answering phones.
They show up to also help answer phones, but then the power goes out.
Crazy.
But luckily, Mary and Gary decided to come back.
They did.
And Mary's a shop teacher.
And she knows how to fix shit.
And she knows how to fix the power.
Yep. So she does. And then Deadly, who is the weird, creepy... What is he? An eel?
A dragon.
Is he a dragon?
Dragon.
Dragon? Okay. Deadly, the bad dragon Muppet, says that he's a Muppet, not a Muppet. And throws Tex Richmond.
Off the roof. He's the associate of the scary bear dude.
Yeah.
We didn't really talk about him at all because I was so obsessed with the bear in the suit.
Yeah, we kind of forgot about Deadly. I don't even know the bear's name. I don't...
Scary Berry.
Yeah, cool.
That's what I'm calling him.
Yeah, that works.
So Kermit goes to apologize to Miss Piggy, and they both realize that they both have half of their wedding photos.
It's pretty cute.
Kermit is telling Miss Piggy how he feels and how it's hard for him to talk about his feelings, and I'm Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, you are. So then Scooter is the host, while Kermit... I don't even remember what he's going to do.
Talk to Miss Piggy.
Is that what it was? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so Scooter is taking over hosting while Kermit is going to talk to Miss Piggy. And Kermit tells Scooter to just pretend like everyone is naked. So then Scooter goes out and says, "You're all naked!"
I think it's in their underwear, but we'll go with naked.
Well, they are in their underwear, but he tells them that they're naked. Mm-hmm. It was yeah.
This next part gets me so good. They sing Rainbow Connection.
This was when I started literally sobbing.
And Animal, he just can't contain it anymore.
How do you not play for Rainbow Connection?
You have to play Rainbow Connection.
I was not in a well place when this song came on. I was outright sobbing.
Do you want to know something funny?
I'm so ready.
Okay, every time I go to Universal Studios and ride Rip Ride Rocket, This is one of the songs.
Secret songs.
Yeah, like a secret song. And I always try to pick it, but I'm not quick enough. And I always get Black Eyed Peas.
Nope, I got it last time.
Rainbow Connection?
Yeah.
I can't ever do it. I'm
cried.
not fast enough. What's it like?
I also don't. I've maybe ridden that ride 5 times because I don't like it.
That ride's held together by gum and toothpicks.
And wishes and dreams.
So yeah, Animal Drums. They need one last act to bring it home, and Walter decides to do his act after Gary gives him a pep talk, and his act is...
Extreme whistling is what I wrote.
Which is fucking stupid.
Could you do that?
No, but it's not impressive at all. I'm sure I could learn in like 10 seconds.
I've always been told that my whistling is... That's pretty good.
Oh, I just did it. Oh, I'm Walter now.
Can you do a whole 3-minute song then?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't.
I got the pipes for that.
Mom always yells at me when I whistle because apparently my whistling is very high-pitched. And she literally hates it. I whistle in and out. Not everyone can do it.
Good job, Walter. Welcome to the Muppets. And the phone line goes out, and they're $1 short. And Rich Texman Tex Richmond shows up and tells them that he won. And someone accidentally hits the sign, and they actually only had $10,000 and not $10 million.
It's pretty awkward.
Which is really awkward. Like,
Really
they weren't even close, like, at all.
No.
So they all leave because Tex Richmond, Rich Texman won. And then they go outside, and all their fans are waiting for them. They have fans.
Stop, I'm literally going to cry again. They sing Life's Happy Song.
And
there's a hidden Mickey in the fireworks.
They sing Life's a Happy Song. Wait, did they get the theater back? No, right?
No, but they
just decide that they're gonna like start over or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, they did, and guess what? They got canceled like after 3 months.
Now they have a new show on Disney Plus.
Oh, really? Oh my god, I'll have to watch it.
It's called The Muppets Now, I think. I heard it's really good. I heard it's cute.
I love Miss Piggy.
I just love Beaker.
I love Miss Piggy so much. And Animal. And not Sweetums. And Swedish Chef.
Beaker. You do like Swedish Chef.
Swedish Fish.
You know what I realized, and I don't know why it never really hit me, that he has like real people hands.
Who?
Swedish Chef. Because he's like using it's real people hands. He doesn't have like Muppet hands.
He's a man Muppet.
Yeah, but it's because like he messes with the ingredients and stuff, and he just it's real hands. Like he doesn't have Muppet hands. And
there's like arms in there.
Yeah, and I don't like it. I just like Beaker. Beaker's my favorite. I love him.
And then of course we have to end the movie with
Manamana.
Do 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 do. Manamana. Do 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 do. Manamana.
Can you twerk to Manamana?
You can twerk to anything.
I just did. I'm giving the Muppets a shocking 10 out of 10.
Oh my gosh, Kat, 10?
I love this movie. Are you kidding me?
I guess.
It's so good. I'm going to put it at number 4, under Hunchback and above Pirates of the Caribbean. Curse of the Black Pearl.
It's really good, but Amy Adams.
You don't like her. You don't dislike her that much. She's not even really in it that much if you really think about it. It's kind of just all Walter, which is also kind of unfortunate.
Okay. I am giving the Muppets an 8 out of 10.
Oh my.
I really don't like Amy Adams. She really ruins this movie for me. And then also Walter.
I didn't realize you disliked Amy Adams that much.
I don't like Amy Adams or Walter.
That's fair.
And the whole movie's about Walter and Amy Adams.
Jason
but
Segel,
it's really good. I know, Jason Segel saves the movie, and then obviously the Muppet. And then some of them kind of scare me.
Miss Poogy.
Miss Poogy.
You can't, like, gain a point for Miss Poogy.
Miss Poogy. Okay, so I put the Muppets at number 6. So under Cinderella, but above Pirates of the Caribbean as well.
Cool.
So I love the Muppets so much. They're so beautiful. I forgot to pick a movie, so let me pick one. I suck at my job. I feel like I want to do something sort of like 80s, 90s, because we just did a new one, and then we did a really old one last week. You know what I mean? Let me do something 90s. Okay, so this movie's from the 90s. I haven't picked it yet, but I'm about to.
What if I just start guessing?
You know what? We haven't done a princess in a while.
That's true.
All right.
What came out in the 90s? Beauty and the Beast?
Yep.
The original one?
Yeah, let's do Beauty and the Beast.
That's a good one.
Please give us 5 stars and leave a review and follow us on Instagram. And we have 2 likes on Facebook now, which is more than I ever thought we would. I know.
I got a notification for them, and I was like, people
I feel like
us.
Eventually we will use Facebook. And so you should like our Facebook. And we also have Twitter.
We do.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah, we appreciate you all.
Thank you for loving this podcast.
We have some really exciting stuff coming up.
This podcast loves you.
We adore you.
It kisses you at night.
I'm going to go back to sleep now. I took a 2-hour nap and I'm going to continue that until tomorrow.
I'm going to drink more wine.
Okay.
And then drink some more.
You finished your Alien movies, didn't you?
Yeah, now I'm moving on to Predator. I've been watching all of the, if you follow me on my personal Instagram, I've been watching all of the Alien movies. And now I'm going to watch all the Predator movies. And then I'm going to watch Alien versus Predator. So, I don't know. It's 12 movies in total.
You've gotten 6 done?
I'm halfway done.
Yeah.
I did it.
You're getting there. Goodbye.
Happy September.
Halloween.
It's basically spooky season.
It is.
These opinions are our own and are in no way associated with the film or the film's production company.
The cover art for Tragical Podcast was created by Johnny the Alchemist on Instagram. Give him a like and a follow to see more of his insanely good artwork and to contact him for any of your artwork needs.
The Tragical Podcast intro music was produced by Jahreezy. Contact information can be found on his Instagram at Jahreezy. Jahreezy.